Hi, fourth graders. Today I'm going to read to you Inside and Outside Carlsbad Caverns. Imagine watching hundreds of thousands of bats swirl around you, swarming to form a large black mass that flies off into the horizon. At Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico, this scene happens a lot. The caverns, located in a United States national park, are home to around 400,000 Mexican free-tailed bats that fly out into the night sky each evening at dusk to feed on nearby moths and insects, returning at dawn to their caves. This draws crowds from all over the world to visit the Chihuahuan Desert, where the park is located. One such visitor was Laurel Matthews, who once visited the caves with her family on a road trip. Visiting the cave. At the entrance to one of the caves, there's a stadium, seating for visitors to watch the bats, she remembers. We waited a long time to see them. Finally, they started circling out of the cave, and they flew off. Out came more and more and more, all of them flying in loops and then out into the sky. It was amazing that there were so many. Laurel also remembers the sound the bats made, describing the high screeching noises. It was really creepy, but also really cool, she says. And right here we have a picture, if you can see, of those bats flying either back into or out of the cave. Laurel recalls her family's arrival at the Carlsbad Caverns National Park. It didn't look very spectacular when we first drove in, she admits. But then we started exploring the big network of underground caves. The formation of the caves is a result of fossilized reefs that existed 250 to 280 million years ago and had disappeared. Since limestone, which is a type of rock made from animal remains, is typically made up of fragments of coral, a large limestone deposit eventually formed in the area. Today, you can still find several fossilized plants and animals in the cave's limestone that date back to a time before dinosaurs even walked the earth. Cave history. Starting sometime between 4 and 6 million years ago, water from the Earth's surface began moving through the cracks in the stone. When this type of water combined with rainwater, the two mixed to form a type of acid. This acid slowly dissolved the limestone to eventually form the winding caves that exist today in Carlsbad Caverns. Over the years, park employees and rangers have found clues that hint at the cave's history. For example, according to the National Park Service, people have found bones of ancient animals from the Ice Age scattered around the entrance to some of the caves. Clearly, the caves have a long history. Researchers have discovered that American Indians first inhabited the area sometime between 12,000 and 14,000 years ago. Ever since then, the caves have been explored by several groups, including Spanish explorers in the 1500s, and later by American explorers and guides who drew attention from all across the country to the natural phenomenon. Laurel remembers this phenomenon very well. It took us between 1 and 2 hours to get all the way to the bottom, she says, recounting the windy pathway leading deeper and deeper into the heart of the caves. The park had put in blue and red lights to highlight the beautiful rock formations. Once they reached the bottom, Laurel says she had to take an elevator to get back to the top. My ears popped so much in the elevator, she remembers. It took a really long time to reach the top. I didn't realize how far down we were until we were on our way back up.